Hey guys, OldSkoolBrian here. This is going to be my 100 subscriber Q&A. I'm just going to get right into it because I want to try to get it all into one video and not drag it out. I reached 100 subscribers last week and I asked everybody to send me their question. You guys did, so I'm going to do my best to answer them now. I read over some of them but didn't really think of any answers, so I'm going to try to do it all off the top of my head. So if there's pauses, don't mind me. And don't mind me if I mess up your name either, sorry. Number one, Mr. Batches 18. Number one, game of the first half of 2011. Probably, I was playing Call of Duty Black Ops in the first half of 2011. I know it came out before January, but that was the game that I was playing most consistently throughout the beginning of 2011. Number two, what is your best retro game steal story? I posted out on Craigslist to buy video game stuff. A lady contacted me. She told me she had an original Nintendo and a bunch of, probably about 20 games. I gave her a price. She accepted. I met up with her, and when I met up with her, I was surprised. She pulled out the Nintendo and all the games, and everything was boxed and mint condition, with all the inserts, the manuals, everything like that. I was completely unexpecting it. I got a lot of good stories, but that was probably one of the best just because I was so surprised when I got there. You know, I was paying her one price for loose stuff and everything was boxed, so I was really happy about that. Number three, what is your favorite non-fighting game arcade machine? Where I grew up there wasn't a lot of arcade places to go and stuff like that, so I never really got into it. The ones I can remember were mostly fighting, besides like NBA Jam, so I guess I would just have to go with NBA Jam because, you know, I liked it, but I never really played a lot of arcade machines, so I really don't have a great answer for you. Next questions come from BlueTonic78. Number one, after your previous bad experiences with the Xbox 360, has it put you off owning another Microsoft console? No. I have two other Xbox 360s I currently play. And, you know, I would probably, when one comes out, I'll probably pick it up immediately. I just hope that they would be a little bit, you know, more prepared and be a solid system before they release it again and have a bunch of problems. Number two, if you could have a full collection of games for one system, which system would that be, and have you ever thought about going for a full collection? Nintendo 64 would be the one I want full, complete. At least that's the one I would like to complete first. Currently going for that right now. I have a lot of the better titles boxed already, the more valuable ones, so I think I'm, you know, heading in the right direction. Next question comes from Izraldi. There seems to be a huge disconnect in the gaming community between the action-adventure and the sports and racing. For example, an RPG guy won't play NFS Hot Pursuit or Gran Turismo, and vice versa. What's your take on the situation? I think it's simple. When you were a kid and you were in recess, you had kids that stayed inside and you know, played Dungeons and Dragons or Magic the Gathering or whatever with the Pokemon cards, stuff like that. And then you got the kids that, you know, were outside throwing a football, playing basketball, stuff like that. And I think, you know, it's the same thing with video games. You just have people that like this or have people that like that. I mean, I think if they both gave the other one a shot, they'd probably like it. But, you know, I'm really not sure because me, personally, I play everything. You know, I could be, you know, playing Madden 11 on the 360 and then, you know, pop in Sonic on the Genesis and play that. I mean, I'll play anything. Next question comes from Yankee Dude 105. What's your all-time favorite Super Nintendo system? No, Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64 game. My favorite Super Nintendo game would be Super Metroid. My favorite Nintendo 64 game would be Super Smash Brothers. Next questions come from 3 August Stones. What's the best soundtrack of all time in your opinion? In my opinion, the best soundtrack would be Metroid. That's my favorite. As a kid, I played Metroid, and it was quite a bit of time before I played it again. And that whole time, I always had that music in my head. I just liked it. It was just something about it that puts me in a trance. You know, listening to the music. So that, in my opinion, that's my favorite. Next question comes from Melanie Spakowski. If there was some sort of disaster coming and you had to you had to choose only 5 items in your collection to keep, which items would you go for first? Probably has nothing to do with value. My Nintendo with my Zelda, my original Nintendo and Zelda, my GameCube with The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Adventures, and then probably my Xbox 360 because I'd always just be able to download games if I wanted to. So those would probably be the 5 that I would keep, and that has nothing to do with value. Next question comes from Ramstein Fan 234. If you were stuck playing only one console and one game on that console, what would it be? It would be the original Nintendo with the Zelda. I really liked that game. It was one of my favorite games. You could play the game all the way through and go back to the beginning and play again and have a completely different experience. There's just a lot to the game, and I still enjoy playing it to this day. Number 2, what is a game that you never want to play again? And that would be Myst for the Sega Saturn. I absolutely hate the game. I don't like it at all. I tried it when I was a kid. I didn't like it. I tried it again recently. I didn't like it. I want to throw it in my pool. I don't like it. Next questions come from Floppy to Blu-ray. Question 1, are you into hardware modding? No. Question 2, what was your first game you fell in love with? Zelda for the original NES. Number 3, do you have a favorite software house or developer? And that would probably be Activision. Next questions come from Liam JGC. What is your favorite console ever? That would be the Super Nintendo. How many games do you have? I have thousands of games. I have tons of games in here, and I have games downstairs. I got games everywhere. I never actually tried to count them, but I'd definitely say a few thousand. Number 3, do you budget for games and such? Do you buy purely for family and friends? I budget when I know a collector's edition's coming out and I'm going to have to drop some money on it. I have a lot of bills, a mortgage, my son's tuition, stuff like that. So, all that stuff has to come first. So, of course there's some sort of budget there. And I do buy games just for family and friends. I buy games that I know my son's going to like. I buy games that I know if I have a party at my house, a family party, everybody will enjoy playing it. It's usually some sort of Wii game. So definitely I buy games just for family and friends. Next question comes from Sinestastic, who is a big reason why I have all the subscribers I have right now. His first question, what are you looking forward to most at this year's E3? We all know Nintendo's going to come out with a new console. I'm interested to see what Microsoft's answer is going to be to that. Do they have another console that they're ready to put out? I'm hoping to see something like that. I'm also want to see the old Infinity Ward crew that made a lot of the good Call of Duties have their own company now, Respawn Entertainment. I'm interested to see if they're going to be coming out with something, and I'm interested to see if another Grand Theft Auto is going to be coming out. Number 2, are you excited about the new Nintendo console unveil at E3? Yes, I'm very excited. I definitely want to see what it's going to be all about and how it's progressed from, the Wii. Number 3, if you could only keep one system, which one would it be? Probably have nothing to do with games. I'd probably keep the Super Nintendo just because it has such a big library of games. If I had to only pick a console with one game, it would be the Nintendo and Zelda, but if you're just asking just system-wise and I have all those games, I would definitely go with Super Nintendo. Number 4, do you have any retro game stores in your area, such as vintage stock? I do have a couple in my area. None of them are really worth mentioning. I've had bad experiences at them. Digital Press is pretty close to my house. That's a big one. I have not gone to it ever, but I expect to, I'm planning to check it out soon. But the other ones are not even worth mentioning. I mean, they're so overpriced, 400 to 500% higher than anywhere online. It's ridiculous. Next question comes from the random guy 667. My question is, what inspired you to make a YouTube account? Basically, I did a whole video on it. all the people out there that are making videos that I watch just kind of inspired me to make my own videos and show you my collection and give you my take on things and stuff like that. And I enjoy it. Next questions come from Mr. Coleman28. What was the first game you completed? That would be Super Mario Brothers for the original Nintendo. Number 2, what was your first console? And that would be the original Nintendo. I got it for Christmas. And that looks like that's it. That's all the questions. Not too many. I was able to squeeze in one video. Thank God. I don't know how I did it. I did a first take of this and it took 25 minutes. And I don't know. Right now I'm at 10 minutes and 40 seconds. You know, I really just want to thank all you guys. I reached 100 subscribers last week. I couldn't even believe it. I mean, I know it's not high, but for me, it's a huge milestone to do, and I did it in under 2 weeks. I had a lot of help. You guys continue to help me. I enjoy so much. Every time I see somebody likes a video, comments on a video, sends me a message in my inbox, you know, I really enjoy it. I like talking to you guys, everybody that emails me and stuff like that, answering your questions, all the advice that a lot of you guys have given me. It means a lot. But yeah, anytime you guys comment, like a video, you know, I always try to comment back and talk to you. I try to check out all your channels. I haven't gotten a chance to check them all out yet, but believe me, I'm checking out your channels and your videos too. You know, right now I'm at 180, probably 187 subscribers, so I've gotten another 87 subscribers in 1 week. So I think I'm heading in the right direction. I mean, when I started doing this, I just hope that, you know, while doing it, that, you know, you guys would like what I'm doing, and obviously you are, because the subscribers just every day I'm more and more. I really appreciate everybody that's shouted me out. A couple of you shouted me out in videos. That's really awesome. I just happen to look at some of your videos and I hear my name, and it's crazy to me because I've only been doing this for a couple of weeks. I mean, it's amazing to me. I look forward to showing you more videos, showing a lot more of my collection in depth and explaining stuff, some of my rare stuff, you know, showing you. I want to do unboxings of some of my older stuff to show you what it's supposed to look like when it's all in the box and what it comes with, things like that. I want to start doing more gameplays, showing you more gameplays, and you know, just keep progressing and showing you more. If you guys have any questions, make sure you leave them in the box. I'm always, you know, here to answer your questions as soon as I can. If there's any advice or anything that you want to see, send me a comment, send me a message, let me know, and I'll try to do it for you. I wanted to do another subscriber video at 250, but it looks like I'm gonna hit that mark too quick. So I don't know. It might be too soon to do another one of these. But I hope I answered all your questions. If there's anything you want me to go in more depth on, just send me a message and I'll be glad to. Like I said, I just wanted to squeeze this into one video. I didn't want to drag it out, you know, through a couple videos. And that's it. I thank you guys very much for all you guys. I appreciate everything. Every time you subscribing, the commenting, I appreciate it all. And that's why I'm going to continue making videos just for you guys. All right. Thank you very much. See you guys later.